Namaste. Welcome to session 22 of the Sundarakandam learning series. Today we will be completing the second Sarga. As seen so far, Hanuman is at the gates of the fortress city of Lanka. He is now deliberating on what form he must take in order to enter the city. That is where we were in the previous class. He was contemplating whether he should go as a Rakshasa. If he goes in his own form, what will happen? So these are the thoughts. First, he had a lot of negative thinking. We saw that also. And then he overcame the negative thinking by one solid reason, by one solid logic. That was, when the time comes, I will think about it. Right now, let me do what I have to do as required of me right now. So he brought his mind back to the goal, namely finding Sita Mata, and he brought himself back to the task at hand. So now he's contemplating what form he should take. So let's learn this shloka. Did we see this Tadaham Svena Rupena, or are we in the previous shloka? Ihaham. 45th shloka we are in. Correct? Ihaham yadi tishtami. Ihaham yadi tishtami. Svena Rupena samvritaha. Svena Rupena samvritaha. Vinasham upayasyami. Vinasham upayasyami. Bharturarthascha bharturarthascha hiyate. Bharturarthascha hiyate. Bharturarthascha hiyate. Ihaham yadi tishtami. Svena rupena samvritaha. Ihaham yadi tishtami. Svena rupena samvritaha. Vinasham upayasyami. Bharturarthascha hiyate. Vinasham upayasyami. Bharturarthascha hiyate. Together. Ihaham yadi tishtami. Svena rupena samvritaha. Vinasham upayasyami. Bharturarthascha hiyate. So the Anvaya is as follows. Aham Svena rupena samvritaha. I, in my own form, if I was to, samvritaha means hidden. In my own form, if I try to hide myself among the Rakshasas, iha, here, among here, in the sense Lanka, tishtami yadi, if I stay. So if I stay in my own form, hidden among the Rakshasas, what will happen? Vinasham upayasyami. I will only court disaster. I will only court disaster because I will be found out. Bhartuhu arthaha cha hiyate. Bhartu. Bharta refers to the Lord. Who's the Lord here? Lord Rama. So Lord Rama's artha. Artha refers to purpose or work. Rama's work, hiyate, will fail. So if I decide to stay here concealed in my own form amidst the Rakshasas in Lanka, I will be found out. So I'll be courting disaster and my Lord's work will fail, all because of my foolishness. So this is what is going in his mind. I hope the meaning is clear. I'll move forward. Tadaham svena rupena. Tadaham svena rupena. Rajanyam hrasvatam gataha. Rajanyam hrasvatam gataha. Lankam abhigamishyami. Lankam abhigamishyami. Raghavasyaartha siddhaye. Raghavasyaartha siddhaye. Tadaham svena rupena. Rajanyam hrasvatam gataha. Tadaham svena rupena. Rajanyam hrasvatam gataha. Lankam abhigamishyami. Raghavasyaartha siddhaye. Lankam abhigamishyami. Raghavasyartha siddhaye. Together. तदहं स्वेन रूपेण रजन्यां ह्रस्वतां गतः लङ्काम् अभिगमिष्यामि राघवस्यार्थसिद्धये. Meaning, tatah aham. Tadaham actually. Tadaham means then I. Anena swena rupena. Swena rupena in my own form. Rajanyam in the night. Hrasvatam gataha. Taking on a very, very small size. Hrasvatam gataha. From my current normal monkey size to a tiny size. Hrasvatam. Hrasva means small. So Hrasvatam gataha. Assuming such a small form. Lanka abhigamishyami. Raghavasya arthasiddhaye. For the purpose of achieving Raghava's work. Rajanyam Lanka abhigamishyami. In the night, I will enter Lanka. Rajani refers to night. Rajanyam in the night. Lanka abhigamishyami. I will enter Lanka. So he now decides that instead of taking the normal sized monkey form, he will take a very, very super small size monkey form and enter. Thereby, he will be unobtrusive. That is his idea. Okay. So Shiromani Bhashyakara says that by this kind of clever thinking, see, he evaluated Rakshasa form versus monkey form versus any other form, discarded all the three and said, in monkey form only, I will take a different kind of very small size, micro size monkey form I will take. So this kind of creative thinking shows that in the previous shloka, see, Vayu api na atra gyatah agyatah charati. Even Vayu cannot enter without being known. Who is Vayu? His father. In the previous shloka, in the 44th shloka, there is a reference. Vayu api agyatah na charati atra. So even Vayu cannot enter there without being known. So compared to his father, he is his father's son after all. So he is one step ahead of his father. He is now thinking and saying, how can I go in unobtrusive, in a micro-sized form? So that is the dhwani or the implication here, says Shiromani Bhashyakara. Next shloka. Some patas have abhipatishyami. That abhipatishyami is also correct. What it means is, I will leap into Lanka. He is still a monkey, no? So he wants to leap. So I will leap into Lanka at the night. Also, we must note the usage of the word night. The name of the Sarga only is Nishagama Pratiksha. He is waiting for nightfall. Why? Because nightfall is a time when he can enter most unobtrusively. That is why the chapter itself is called Nishagama Pratiksha. So the next shloka. Ravanasya purim ratrau Ravanasya purim ratrau Pravishya sudurasadam Pravishya sudurasadam Vichinvan bhavanam sarvam Vichinvan bhavanam sarvam Drakshyami Drakshyami Janakatmajam Drakshyami Janakatmajam Ravanasya purim ratrau pravisya sudurasada Ravanasya purim ratrau pravisya sudurasada Vichinvan bhavanam sarvam Drakshyami Janakatmajam Vichinvan bhavanam sarvam Drakshyami Janakatmajam. Together. Ravanasya purim ratrau pravishya sudurasadam vichinvan bhavanam sarvam drakshyami janakatmajam. So, sudurasadam purim, Ravanasya purim. Rather, Sudurasadam purim. Sudurasada refers to inaccessible. Okay, Durasada itself means inaccessible. Sudurasada means even more so, extremely inaccessible. Okay, extremely inaccessible Puri. Puri refers to Lanka here. Ratrau Pravishya, having entered in the night. So Sudurasadam Purim Ratrau Pravishya. Ravanasya Sarvam Bhavanam Vichinvan. Ravana's all his mansions and palaces, Vichinvan, searching. Janakatmajam Drakshyami. I will see Janakatmaja. I will see Sita. Drakshyami is in lit lakara or future tense. I will see Sita Mata by searching through all the palaces and mansions of Ravana. Simple plan. Okay. So go in, search house by house, search for Sita. This is the plan. इति संचिन्त्य हनुमान् सूर्यस्यास्तमयं कपिः आचकाङ्क्षे तदा वीरो वैदेह्यादर्शनोत्सुकः इति संचिन्त्य हनुमान् सूर्यस्यास्तमयं कपिः इति संचिन्त्य हनुमान् सूर्यस्यास्तमयं कपिः आचकाङ्क्षे तदा वीरो वैदेह्यादर्शनोत्सुकः आचकाङ्क्षे तदा वीरो वैदेह्यादर्शनोत्सुकः टुगेदर इति संचिन्त्य हनुमान् सूर्यस्यास्तमयं कपिः आचकाङ्क्षे तदा वीरो वैदेह्यादर्शनोत्सुकः वीरः कपिः हनुमान् the brave monkey Hanuman iti sanchintya having thought thus Vaidehya darshanotsukaha. For those who know Sanskrit, you'll see many vibhaktis in this particular shloka, right? Vaidehis darshanotsukaha, one who is enthused to see. Darshanotsukaha is also an adjective for Hanuman. So, Veeraha Kapihi Hanuman iti sanchintya Vaidehya darshanotsukaha tada then Suryasya astamayam achakangshe. Suryasya astamayam, for the sun to set. Achakangshe, looked forward to. Litlakara. Achakangshe, looked forward to. So, having thought thus, okay, Hanuman, who was very eager to see Sita Mata, waited for nightfall. Okay, that is the meaning of this shloka. Surye chastangate ratrau deham sankshipya marutihi Vrishadam shakamatrasan babhuvad-bhuta-darshanah Surye chastangate ratrau deham sankshipya marutihi Surye chastangate ratrau deham sankshipya marutihi Vrishadam shakamatrasan babhuvad-bhuta-darshanah Vrishadam shakamatrasan babhuvad-bhuta-darshanah Together. Surye chastam gate ratrau deham sankshipya marutihi Vrishadam shakamatrasan babhuvad-bhuta-darshanah Shashwata, lower your camera so I can see your face. No, child, I can't see you chanting. Okay. Together once more. Surye chastangate ratrau deham sankshipya marutihi Vrishadam shakamatrasan babhuvad-bhuta-darshanah Meaning. Now, Surya astangate cha. Suryam astangate cha. Saptami vibhakti. When the sun set. Marutihi, Hanuman, Ratrau, in the night, Deham sankshipya, contracting his form. How? Vrishadamshaka matraha. There is a Pataveda which says Prishadamshaka Matraha. I don't know if any of you have it like that, but I think in the Giri book it is Prishadamshaka Matraha. Matra means to the extent of. Vrishadamshaka means cat. Vrisha, you know how it came? It's a very interesting word origin. Damshaka means that which bites. Snake is called a damshaka because it bites. What does the cat bite? What does it bite? Cat. Cat, what does it bite? You can unmute and tell me. What does a cat bite?
Bite.
Cat.
Cat.
Mouse. Cat bites a mouse.
Rat, a mouse.
Mouse, correct. Yeah, rat, correct. Vrisha therefore refers to a mouse. So that which bites a mouse is a cat. Okay, that way the word is derived. Vrisha Damshaka. Very beautiful word. No, it's saying Marjara or any other common name that we find. Vrisha Damshaka Matraha. To the extent of the, yeah, correct. It is Valmiki's creativity, the way he presents the words also. Vrisha Damshaka Matraha. To the size of a cat. Sun is a sati. Babhuva Adbhuta Darshanaha. He Adbhuta Darshanaha Babhuva. He presented a wonderful sight. So one of his, we have seen before, no, Hanuman has Ashta Siddhis. One of the Siddhis is called, which makes you contract. What is it called? Does anybody remember the name?
Lagima.
Anima.
Anima.
Lagimana lighter. Animana small. So this is a Siddhi that makes him really small. So that is what he demonstrated here. So Adbhuta Darshanaha Babhuva. So next we go to the 50th shloka. So the summary of the previous shloka was, when the sun set, Hanuman assumed the size of a tiny cat and presented a wonderful sight. Pradoshakale Hanuman, Pradoshakale Hanuman, Sturnamutplutya. Because of the sandhi, Hanuman Turnamutplutya will have a sakara in the middle. Hanuman Sturnamutplutya is how we'll chant. Hanuman Sturnamutplutya. Once more. Hanuman Sturnamutplutya Viryavan. Turnamutplutya Viryavan. Pravivesh Purim Ramyam. Suvibhakta Mahapatham. Pradoshakale Hanuman Sturnamutplutya Viryavan. Pradoshakale Hanuman Sturnamutplutya Viryavan. Pravivesh Purim Ramyam. Suvibhakta Mahapatham. Pravivesh Purim Ramyam. Suvibhakta Mahapatham. Rajiji, please ask.
Ma'am, I'm not getting that word, ma'am. Hanuman or Hanuman?
Hanuman only. Hanuman plus Turnamutplutya. Because of Sandhi, one Sakara is there. Pradoshakale Hanuman Turnamutplutya is how we'll chant. Hanuman Turnamutplutya. Once more, I'll go really slow. Hanuman Turnamutplutya. So the na will also come. The na sound also should come. Hanuman Turnamutplutya. Is it clear? No?
Ma'am, can I read once?
Please chant.
Pradoshakale Hanuman
Mutplutya. Turnamutplutya.
Sturnamutplutya.
Turnam means fast. Utplutya means jumped, having jumped. Turnamutplutya. Okay. I'll again chant it for the sake of clarity. Hanuman Turnamutplutya. Once more. Hanuman Turnamutplutya. Is it clear? RTG clear? Okay. So we'll chant the whole shloka once. Pradoshakale Hanuman Turnamutplutya Viryavan. Pravivesha Purim Ramyam. Suvibhakta Mahapatham. Okay, once more. प्रदोषकाले हनुमान् स्तूर्णमुत्प्लुत्य वीर्यवान् रविवेश पुरीं रम्यां सुविभक्तमहापथाम्. So Viryavan Hanuman, the brave Hanuman, Pradoshakale. Pradoshakala is a very special time, which is the onset of dusk. Okay, so we are releasing a special video very soon on this, which has been meticulously researched and presented by Shablaji, and the editing also has been done really well. So hopefully you will enjoy seeing that video. It's coming as a part of the Uma Maheshwara Stotram series, because as you all know, Pradosha is very, very auspicious for Lord Shiva. So in that context, the video is being released. The Pradosha essentially means what? That evening time. Okay, around dusk. So at that time, just as the sun had set, okay, around that time, Hanuman, Viryavan Hanuman, Turnamutplutya, quickly, at once, without thinking, immediately, this is, we already done the thinking, no, now it's time for action. So immediately, Utplutya, having jumped, Suvibhakta Mahapatham Ramyam Purim Pravivesha. Suvibhakta Mahapatham. The first thing he saw was beautifully laid out, wonderful roads. Okay, those were very clear, okay, well laid out pathways. This city with such well laid out pathways, Ramyam Purim, the charming city, Pravivesha, he entered. Okay, so that is the meaning of this particular shloka. So now Hanuman has placed his foot into Ravana's city at the fortress.
Today is Pradosham.
Today, va? First,
Yes,
correct,
yes.
correct. 19. Yes, today is Pradosham. Yes, thank you. Very true. We have been fully thinking of Adivelli, but yes, today is Pradosham. Correct. Aarti ji, do you have a question?
Ma'am, what is the sequence of events, ma'am? First, he lands on the seashore. Then he is looking at the Trikuta mountain. And then he goes nearer to the city, is it, ma'am, to analyze all these things? Is that how we understand?
I'll explain it because it's important. Otherwise, we'll lose track. Yeah, you're right. First, he crosses the ocean, reaches the shore, and he sees the Trikuta mountains. The mountains are obviously very tall, and Lanka is right on the top of the highest peak of the Trikuta mountains. So he has to go close to the city, which is well guarded by a big fortress. Third Sarga, he's only going to enter the fortress. Okay, now he just stepped into the land which is called Lanka, which is the city of Lanka rather. Okay, so to go there, what did he have to do? What did he do between the end of the first Sarga and the whole of second Sarga so far? He first did a reconnaissance of the place around the city to see the grasslands, the mountains, and the birds and the trees and everything which was there. Because this reconnaissance is very important for him to later guide Rama and the other monkey troops to Lanka to retrieve Mata Sita. And he also had to figure out the best way to enter the city. So he was only at the foothills. Okay, then he approached the city, which is on top of the mountain peak. Now in the northern entrance, that's where he approached. And now he's stepping in, because even before he entered through the northern entrance, the last 15 shlokas was about the deliberation. How should I enter? The negative thinking, and then the positive thinking, and then the deliberation. How should I enter? Okay, so we see an arc there of how the character progresses from being, like a spy at a new place, and then finding his grip, and then getting scared, worried, more than scared, getting worried, and then telling himself not to be worried, and then positive thinking coming into play. Finally, he enters Lanka. Okay, right. So now we come to the 51st. He's still not entered Lanka. Third Sarga only he'll enter Lanka. End of third Sarga, he'll step into Lanka. Okay, third Sarga is all about him getting through the fortress. Prasadamala vitatam, prasadamala vitatam, stambhai kanchana rajataihi, stambhai kanchana rajataihi, shatakumbhamayair jalaihi. Shatakumbhamayai jalaihi. You can break it there. Mayair jalaihi. Shatakumbhamayai jalaihi. Gandharva nagaropamam. Gandharva nagaropamam. It is not a samastapadam, so we don't have to bother. We can happily break. Prasadamala vitatam. स्तम्भैः काञ्चनराजतैः प्रासादमाला वितताम् स्तम्भैः काञ्चनराजतैः शातकुम्भमयैर्जालैः शातकुम्भमयैर्जालैः गन्धर्व नगरोपमाम्. If I chant it together without breaking, शातकुम्भमयैर्जालैर्गन्धर्व नगरोपमाम्. That is also okay. शातकुम्भमयैर्जालैर्गन्धर्व नगरोपमाम्. Together once. प्रासादमाला वितताम् स्तम्भैः काञ्चनराजतैः शातकुम्भमयैर्जालैर्गन्धर्व नगरोपमाम्. Now, as a small monkey which has leaped onto the entrance of Lanka, he is having a bird's eye view of how Lanka looks. What was the first thing he noticed? The well laid out pathways. Next, he is noticing the amazing mansions. Saha, okay, is added here. Saha is Hanuman from the previous shloka. So we can actually take the two shlokas together and do the Anvaya. Let's do that. So next shloka also we'll take and then do the Anvaya together. Sapta bhaumashta bhaumaischa Sapta bhaumashta bhaumaischa Sadadarsha mahapurim Sadadarsha mahapurim Talai spatika sankirnaihi Talai spatika sankirnaihi Kartaswara vibhushitaihi Kartaswara vibhushitaihi सप्तभौमाष्टभौमैश्च सददर्श महापुरीम् सप्तभौमाष्टभौमैश्च सददर्श महापुरीम् तलैस्फाटिकसङ्कीर्णैः कार्तस्वरविभूषितैः तलैस्फाटिकसङ्कीर्णैः कार्तस्वरविभूषितैः together. सप्तभौमाष्टभौमैश्च सददर्श महापुरीम् तलैः स्फाटिकसङ्कीर्णैः कार्तस्वरविभूषितैः. Now we'll see the meaning. So together for both the shlokas. Raji ji, is your hand still raised?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Is it Sphatika or Sphatika, ma'am? Sphatika, no, ma'am. It should be.
Spatika Sankirna is also okay. Made of Spatika, right? 1 second. Let me just see if in Giri book it's different. This is the second Sarga, 52nd Shloka. 1 second.
No, it is Spartika only in Giri also.
Spatika.
Spatika, even the other, few other books also have it as Spatika. If it is Spatika also, it's not wrong, Rajiji. Spatika means of Spatika. That's all. So from the 52nd shloka, we take the word Saha. Saha, he, Hanuman. See, that's Darsha, no? That's a Sandhi, which is why the Visarga has disappeared. So we will take it as Saha. Saha means he. Now what did he do? Prasada mala vitatam. Prasada. In Sundarakandam will build our Sanskrit knowledge, as Radhaji also says. No, Prasada means mansion. So this word will keep coming. Just remember, Prasada means mansion. Mala, you know what a mala is? Strung together, something that is strung together. So what does this Prasada mala mean? A row of mansions, beautifully arranged row of mansions. Okay, Vitatam. Vitatam means stretched out. So they were like what, as far as his eyes could see, there were beautiful buildings, all arranged nicely, stretched out beautifully in front of him. Kanchana rajataihi stambhaihi. How, what is the width? Okay, stambhaihi, kanchana rajataihi, stambhaihi is in Tritiya Vibhakti. To say that these buildings were with what? They were with golden and silver pillars. Stambha refers to pillar. Kanchana refers to gold. Rajata is silver. This we'll keep seeing. Kanchana gold, Rajata silver. So golden and silver pillars. So they see lots of beautiful mansions with golden and silver pillars. And then Shata Kumbhamayaihi Jalaihi. Jala. Colloquially, you can call it a window. But if you want a correct meaning of Jala, you will say fretwork. Fretwork means, see, if you've gone to Taj Mahal, you would have noticed that marble frescoes and the fretwork which are there in the windows. How will they be? Like Jali, we say, no? We have it in many monuments. In wherever we see actually the Jain monuments, why Taj Mahal? We should take Mount Abu. If you go to Mount Abu, you will see a lot of beautiful Jali work. If you in your history books, it will be mentioned, see, fresco, this one, fretwork. This fretwork, this Jali work of fretwork is basically like a net which is sculpted. I hope you all get what I'm saying, how it looks. Right? Beautifully carved. And it's not on a wall. It's like a self-standing fretwork. Okay, like it can be colloquially translated as a window. This is how the windows appear. How was it? Shata Kumbhamai. This fretwork was made.
See-through window we can see, ma'am.
What window?
See-through, we can see through, but the
but there will be the jali which will be there
yes,
throughout.
because it is only for the women folks who will sit at the other side and see this thing.
That is there in the harems. But here, yeah, see, because it is lavished, right? Made by Vishwakarma, right? So all the windows only were not unornamented. Every window had such beautiful fretwork. And this fretwork was not made of normal marble, normal metals. It was made of Shatakumbha. Shatakumbha refers to gold, molten gold. So with that lovely molten gold fretwork, imagine the richness and the power that Ravana possessed, that he was able to have such mansions in this city. So Shata Kumbhamayai Jalaihi. Gandharva Nagaropama, that comes later, sorry. Then from the, okay, Gandharva Nagaropama, like a city of the Gandharvas. Okay, like any Gandharva city. And then from the next shloka, Sapta Bhaumashta Bhaumaischa. Bhauma refers to a mansion, again, just like Prasada. It can actually be taken as a floor or a story. So Sapta means 7 stories. Sapta Bhauma means 7 stories. Ashta Bhauma means 8 stories. So 7 and 8 story mansions. Okay. So with 7 or 8 stories. That's the correct meaning actually. Mansions with 7 or 8 stories. And then Spartika Sankirnaihi. With, again, everything please notice is in Tritiya Vibhakti, which means with. So with what? With Spartika Sankirnaihi. With what? Spartika crystals. Sankirnaha, inlay work. So we saw about fretwork, now inlay work. Inlaid with crystals. Okay. Inlaid with precious Spartika crystals. Okay. And then Kartaswara Vibhushitaihi. Decorated with gold. Kartaswara is again another name for gold. See, we've seen Kanchana, Shatakumbha, Kartaswara. All 3 mean gold only. Okay, so these words will come repeatedly. When it comes, we'll remember the meaning. Kartaswara Vibhushitaihi means ornamented with gold. So he basically saw a very, very royal city laid out before him. Okay, and it looked like a city of the Gandharvas. That is the meaning. I hope the meaning is clear. If you want, I'll give the combined meaning. So see, he saw before him a whole collection of beautiful mansions, and they were having golden and silver pillars, and they had fretwork, golden fretwork, resembling a city of the Gandharvas. They were of 7 or 8 stories, and inlay with a lot of crystal inlay work, decorated with gold. The city of Lanka, he saw. So Lankapurim Dadarsha, Mahapurim Dadarsha. So that Mahapuri, this great city, he saw. Mahapurim Dadarsha is from this shloka. From this great city, Hanuman saw. Again, more about the riches. Vaiduryamani chitraischa, Vaiduryamani chitraischa, Mukta jala vibhushitaihi, Mukta jala vibhushitaihi, Talaishu shubhire tani, Talaishu shubhire tani, Bhavananyatra rakshasa, Bhavananyatra rakshasa, Vaiduryamani chitraischa, Mukta jala vibhushitaihi, Vaiduryamani chitraischa, Mukta jala vibhushitaihi, Talaishu shubhire tani, Bhavananyatra rakshasa, Talaishu shubhire tani, Bhavananyatra rakshasa. Together. Vaiduryamani chitraischa, मुक्ताजालविभूषितैः तलैः शुशुभिरेतानि भवनान्यत्र रक्षसाम् भवनानि अत्र रक्षसाम् राक्षस शब्दरा rakshasam is in sashti vibhakti. Rakshasas is the meaning of the rakshasas. What? Bhavanani, mansions. Atra, here. Vaidurya manichitraihi muktajala vibhushitaihi talaihi shushubhire. So shushubhire means it looks splendid. What looks splendid? Now, after discussing the pillars and the windows and the stories, the floors of the mansion, here Valmiki is talking about the floors of the mansion. So, talaihi, the floors with floors, shushubhire, it looked splendid, it shone. How did the tala look? The other two words are adjectives for the floor. Vaidurya manichitraihi, muktajala vibhushitaihi, talaihi is how we must take it. So Vaidurya, we all know cat's eye. It's one of the Navaratnas. Vaidurya mani chitraihi. Chitra means again inlay work. The next one is inlaid with cat's eye. Mukta jala vibhushitaihi, ornamented with pearls. So even the floors were not spared. They were also inlaid with precious stones like Vaidurya and collection of collection of pearls. So it was not just one or two pearls scattered here and there. It was beautifully, richly inlaid with pearls, crystals, cat's eye, gold, silver. You can imagine how that city shone. Okay, that too, the setting sun, the sun's rays will be falling on the city and reflecting off the floors and the pillars and the walls, making it shine even more splendidly. This is what Hanuman saw. Kanchanani vichitrani, Kanchanani vichitrani, Toranani cha rakshasam, Toranani cha rakshasam, Lankamuddyotayamasuhu, Lankamuddyotayamasuhu, Sarvatah samalankritam, Sarvatah samalankritam, Kanchanani vichitrani, Toranani cha rakshasam, Kanchanani vichitrani, Toranani cha rakshasam, Lankamuddyotayamasuhu, Sarvatah samalankritam, Lankamuddyotayamasuhu, Sarvatah samalankritam. Together. Kanchanani vichitrani, Toranani cha rakshasam, Lankamuddyotayamasuhu, Sarvatah samalankritam. So, Rakshasam of the Asuras. Kanchanani chitrani toranani samalankritam lankam. Kanchanani, golden. Chitrani, colorful. The word chitra also means color. So, colorful. Toranani, archways. Samalankritam, decorated. So, decorated with golden and colorful archways. How can golden archway be colorful if you ask? The golden archways had lot of different colored precious gemstones inlaid in them. So it looked golden and colorful. Okay, golden colorful archways. That Lanka, Sarvataha Udyotayamasuhu. Sarvataha everywhere, Udyotayamasuhu, it glowed. So we just discussed, right? Lanka was glowing because of all the gold and the precious stones. It was glowing. So this is what he saw. Now we'll see Hanuman's reaction. Achintyamadbhutakaram, Achintyamadbhutakaram, Drishtva Lankam Mahakapihi, Drishtva Lankam Mahakapihi, Asit Vishanno Hrishtascha, Asit Vishanno Hrishtascha, Vaidehya Darshanotsukaha, Vaidehya Darshanotsukaha, Achintyamadbhutakaram, Drishtva Lanka Mahakapihi, Achintyamadbhutakaram, दृष्ट्वा लङ्कां महाकपिः आसीत् विषण्णो हृष्टश्च वैदेह्या दर्शनोत्सुकः आसीत् विषण्णो हृष्टश्च वैदेह्या दर्शनोत्सुकः together अचिन्त्यामद्भुताकारां दृष्ट्वा लङ्कां महाकपिः आसीत् विषण्णो हृष्टश्च वैदेह्या दर्शनोत्सुकः. So Mahakapihi, the great monkey Hanuman, Achintyam Adbhutakaram Lankam Drishtva, having seen Lanka. The other two words are adjectives for Lanka. What are they? Achintya. Achintya means cannot even be thought of. Nobody can even imagine a city like this. That kind of an unimaginable city. Adbhutakara, with an akara or a form that was really wonderful. Okay, so with this unimaginable, wonderful city, having seen it, Drishtva, Vaidehya Darshanotsukaha. That is also an adjective for Mahakapihi Hanuman. Vaidehya Darshanotsukaha means one who is eager to see Vaidehi. Vaidehyaha Sashti. Darshana, sight. So Vaidehi is sight. Utsukaha, one who is eager to have. So one who is eager to have sight of Vaidehi. Vishannaha cha hrishtaha asit. Vishannaha cha hrishtaha asit. Vishannaha means sad. Hrishtaha means happy. He was both happy and sad at the same time. Why do you think he was happy and why do you think he was sad?
Because Hanuman is eager to see Sita Devi. He's waiting to see Sita Devi. Okay. That's why he's happy. He was ready to find Sita.
He's ready to find
He
her.
knows that he knows that she's in Lanka. So
He's got that
happy.
far. He's got that far, so he's happy. Very nice.
Not that.
Very nice.
That is one point. That's why he should be happy.
True. Shivagami.
No, sad because how will I see Sita? Will I see Sita? That will also be going in his head. So
Correct.
how and when I will see her is the reason for the sad. And happiness, when I see her, I will be happy. And I will see her. So positive, but
nice. Shivagami, anything more to add?
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
just telling the city is so splendid. So eventually it is going to get destroyed or whatever. In spite of
that's why
having all
he is-
these riches,
Ah,
in spite of having all these
all these
riches, like
riches
he's
going to
not
get-
been satisfied with that.
Very nice. Nice creative thinking. Very nice. Yoshika.
Ma'am, also he will be afraid if Ravana will catch him or like
Okay. So the fear was also there, which made him sad. How will I see Sita Mata without being caught? Correct? Very good. Okay, very nice. See, we are all having Kavi Hridaya in our minds. We are also identifying with Valmiki and thinking, why was Hanuman sad? Why was Hanuman happy? So the Bhashyas all say that he was, like Radhaji also said, very happy because he, and like Rajiji also said, we've got this far, we are going to see Sita Mata. The confidence was there in him. That's what when we come from some distance and we achieve towards our goal, we should recognize the happiness that comes from crossing that distance. It's not an easy task to cross the mountain, and then he's thought, and then now he's taking his first steps into Lanka. He's very happy, therefore, taking his first steps into the fortress city. Therefore, he's very happy. But he's also sad because how will I see Sita Mata? Such a large city, it looks it's unimaginable. Just imagine if a city had gold and precious stones just on its roads and its pillars and its mansions, how much magic and power will be at the disposal of Ravana. So where would he have kept Sita Mata secreted? Where will I find her? So that fear and the sadness was also there. It was sad because definitely the moment he looked into Lanka, he could not see her also, no? So obviously he was sad that he could not see her and that he had to find her somehow. So very nice. And like Shivagami very beautifully said, this beautiful city, probably in Kamba Ramayanam or somewhere such a thought I remember coming across. My knowledge of other Ramayana, this Ramayana also is not very good, but Kamba Ramayanam is not very good. So probably, there, that, such a beautiful city, it is going to get destroyed. That thought probably made him sad. Okay, very nice. So we'll now go to the next shloka. Sapanduro dvidha Pandurodvidha. Sa Pandurodvidha Vimanamalinim. Sa Pandurodvidha Vimanamalinim. Maharha Jambunada Jalatoranam. Maharha Jambunada Jalatoranam. Yashasvinim Ravana Bahupalitam. Yashasvinim Ravana Bahupalitam. Kshapachairбhimabhalai samavritam. Kshapachairбhimabhalai samavritam. Sa Pandurodvidha Vimana Sa Pandurodvidha Vimana Malinim. Maharha Jambunada Jalatoranam. Sa Pandurodvidha Vimana Malinim. Maharha Jambunada Jalatoranam. Yashasvinim Ravana Bahupalitam. Kshapachairбhimabhalai samavritam. Yashasvinim Ravana Bahupalitam. Kshapachairбhimabhalai samavritam. Together. Sa Pandurodvidha Vimanamalinim. Maharha Jambunada Jalatoranam. Yashasvinim Ravana Bahupalitam. Kshapachairбhimabhalai samavritam. You all notice the tune change. Notice the gear change. So why is the gear change? Does anybody remember? What is the chandas? I had told it for the first sarga also. Ending also the chandas changed. Upendra Vajra. Okay, so this is Upendra Vajra chandas, which has 11 in each pada, 11 syllables in each pada. Okay, that is why the tune also changed. Right. So now meaning we will see. Pandurodvidha Vimanamalinim. Everything Dadarsha we have to add later. Pandurodvidha Vimana Malinim. Vimana refers to skyscrapers, mansions which are skyscrapers, tall buildings. Malinim, how are they? Not just one or two skyscrapers, many such skyscrapers. Panduravidha. Panduravidha refers to white. Essentially, it was all shining brightly, shining white. Okay. Maharha Jambunada Jalatoranam. Torana refers to an archway. Jala refers to windows. And it had windows and archways, which were Maharha Jambunada Jalatoranam, which were made of gold. Okay. Golden strings. So essentially, there were a lot of golden strings which were ornamenting the arches and the windows. Jambunada. I think I've told before also, no? In the Jammu river, the gold which is found at the riverbed is reddish gold due to high copper content. And that gets the name Jambunada from the Jammu Nadi. So Jambunada. So one name for gold is Jambunada. We have seen many names, no? So far Kanchana, then we saw, what else did we see? Shatakumbha. Then we saw, what else did we see?
Today, Kartaswara.
Kartaswara. And now we have seen Jambunada. Jambunada from the basin of, or from the bed of the Jammu river. So reddish gold. So Jambunada Jalatoranam. Okay, so shining reddish gold. Strings which are made of gold. Yashasvinim Bhimabalaihi Kshapaksharaihi Samavritam. Samavritam means surrounded. By whom? Kshapachairaihi. Kshapacharaha refers to a Rakshasa. Any Rakshasa, another name for Rakshasa is Kshapachara. Okay. Bhimabalaihi, with great, terrific strength. Yashasvini, famous. Ravana Bahupalita, that which is being protected by the mighty shoulders, arms of Ravana. Lankapuri in the Darshan. That's what we have to add here to get the full meaning. So he saw Lankapuri protected by the famous Lankapuri, protected by the mighty arms of Ravana, with several golden white mansions, and with golden strings at the latticed windows and the archways, and guarded by very strong Rakshasas, okay, and powerful Rakshasas. This is what he saw. Chandro, now comes the Kavi's touch. Chandropi sachivyamivasya kurvan. Chandropi sachivyamivasya kurvan. Taraganeir madhyagato virajan. Taraganeir madhyagato virajan. Jyotsnavitanena vitatya lokam. Jyotsnavitanena vitatya lokam. उत्तिष्ठतेनैकसहस्ररश्मिः उत्तिष्ठतेनैकसहस्ररश्मिः चन्द्रोऽपि साचिव्यमिवास्य कुर्वन् तारागणैर्मध्यगतो विराजन् चन्द्रोऽपि साचिव्यमिवास्य कुर्वन् तारागणैर्मध्यगतो विराजन् ज्योत्स्नावितानेन वितत्य लोकम् उत्तिष्ठतेनैकसहस्ररश्मिः ज्योत्स्नावितानेन वितत्य लोकम् उत्तिष्ठतेनैकसहस्ररश्मिः together चन्द्रोऽपि साचिव्यमिवास्य कुर्वन् तारागणैर्मध्यगतो विराजन् ज्योत्स्नावितानेन वितत्य लोकम् उत्तिष्ठतेनैकसहस्ररश्मिः. Little bit of mouthful, I think. Once more, all of us. Chandropi sachivyamivasya kurvan तारागणैर्मध्यगतो विराजन् ज्योत्स्नावितानेन वितत्य लोकम् उत्तिष्ठतेनैकसहस्ररश्मिः. This shloka and the next one is a description of the moon. Okay, Valmiki with his master touch. Hanuman is feeling scared, not scared exactly, very thoughtful. He sees an amazing city in front of him. He needs a friend. So, Sachivyaha means minister. Ministerial service actually, ministerial assistant. So, who is the assistant here for Hanuman? The moon. Okay, so Naika Sahasra Rashmihi, with many thousands of rays. Chandraha api, the moon also. Tara ganaihi madhyagataha virajan. Tara ganaihi, amidst the collection of stars. Madhyagataha, amidst, in the center of. Virajan, shining brightly. So the moon was shining brightly, surrounded by many beautiful, a canopy of beautiful glowing stars. We must imagine the night sky that, the night is just starting. Moonrise has happened. Moon has come up. Now the moon's entry. Moon is important. Moon plays a role. The entire time when he's looking around Lanka, it's in the night time only. The moon is what illumines everything for him. So the moon rises up in the sky, comes to the center of the sky, surrounded by a canopy of beautiful stars with thousands of rays of light. Jyotsna vitanena, with a canopy of moonlight. Vitana refers to a canopy also, the canopy of moonlight. Vitatya, having expanded. So it starts to shed out the gracious moonlight. Asya sachivyam, his ministerial assistants, his assistants. Kurvanniva, as if doing. Uttishtade, rose. So the moon also rose, coming to the center of the sky, surrounded by beautiful stars, shedding a canopy of light, slowly expanding, acting as if the moon is his minister. So the moon is coming to help Hanuman see better in the night. More description of the moon follows. Shankha prabham kshira mrinala varnam. Varnam udgachamanam. Break it there. Shankhaprabham kshiramrinaalavarnam udgachamanam vyavabhasamanam udgachamanam vyavabhasamanam dadarsha chandram sakapi praviraha dadarsha chandram sakapi praviraha opluyamanam sarasiva hamsam पोप्लूयमानं सरसीव हंसम् शङ्खप्रभं क्षीरमृणालवर्णम् उत्कच्छमानं व्यवभासमानम् शङ्खप्रभं क्षीरमृणालवर्णम् उत्कच्छमानं व्यवभासमानं ददर्श चन्द्रं स कपिप्रवीरः पोप्लूयमानं सरसीव हंसम् ददर्श चन्द्रं स कपिप्रवीरः पोप्लूयमानं सरसीव हंसम् सः हरिप्रवीरः सः हरिप्रवीरः कविप्रवीरः सः he the greatest among the kapis monkeys udgachhamanam rising shankaprabham with the glow of the white conch, okay, like the white conch in appearance. Vyavabhasamanam means it is showing itself and then hiding itself. Okay, so darting in and out. Okay, darting in and out. Kshira mrinala varnam with the color of kshira. Kshira means milk. Mrinala refers to lotus stalk. The lotus filament is white in color. Like the lotus filament, not the green lotus stalk, but the filament within the lotus which is white in color. So like the white filament of the lotus. This is the color of the moon. Like milk, like the color of the lotus filament. Sarasi popluyamanam hamsamiva. Like a swan. Hamsa means swan. Okay. Sarasi means in a lake. Popluyamanam means swimming, floating. As if floating in a lake, hamsam, like a swan floating in a lake. The moon appeared to be floating in the sky, like how a swan floats in a lake. This is the comparison here. Okay. Iva Chandram Dadarsha. So this shloka describes the moon. So this is a standard Kavi tactic. At the end of the Sarga, we reach it to a point where he enters and he is a little fretful, he's a little worried, at the same time happy, and then leave it for the next Sarga to find out what he does. So at that point, he ends by the camera pans to the moon and the Sarga stops. Okay, so that is how this Sarga ends. I hope the meaning is clear. I'll repeat the meaning again in case you didn't get it. The heroic Hanuman, Utkachhavanam, the rising, seeing the rising moon with the color of a conch, with the color of milk and the lotus filament, darting in and out, appearing as if a swan is floating in the river. He saw such a moon. So this is the end of the Sarga. So with this we Iti Shrimad Ramayane Sundarakande Vidya Sarga. So we can stop the recording and then do the full Sarga chanting for our practice.